Southwest Florida. The team that's first, fair, everywhere. This is Wink News at 3.
First responders deal with much more than just the physical demands of the job, stresses and horrors that we can only imagine. The Inglewood Fire Department is turning to the service of chaplains to provide spiritual support for their firefighters. This is Wink News at 3. I'm Russ McCaskey.
I'm Amanda Hall. Wink News reporter Annette Montgomery joins us in studio. Annette, this comes at a time when suicide rates for first responders are rising.
Amanda and Russ, that's right. 523 service members died by suicide last year nationwide, a 9% increase. Now, as we know, these first responders see everything from fatalities to burned down houses. Now, the role of the chaplain is to meet first responders on scene wherever they need extra support as they're helping people on their worst days. Now, bringing a chaplain on staff is something several of our agencies here in Southwest Florida are already doing. Chaplain Dr. Don Neese is one of 3 chaplains for Cape Coral Police and also serves as the chaplain for Cape Coral Fire. He's been a chaplain for over 40 years, serving as a resource for first responders who need to call him when the job gets to be too much, which in this line of work can be at any time and several times.
There have been occasions where, especially when there's been a death involved, that I would be called to the scene to help with the officers who are, or the firefighters, for instance, who have had to pull a body from the drowning person, or situations that just are very traumatic for them. Prayer with them, prayer for them. That's kind of my wheelhouse.
And I want you to take a look at this graphic that shows you how many chaplains are in our local agencies. You can see there are 4 at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, as well as 4 with Fort Myers Police Department. Now, these chaplains are not only for first responders, they also serve as victim advocates for community members. Coming up on Wink News at 4, I'll introduce you to a local fire chief who tells me bringing in a chaplain hits close to home. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Annette.